What's going on, guys? It's your boy Az. We are finally back here with the last one for Dark Dimension 3, and this is the final node. We finished off last day with Symbiote, Spidey, Carnage, and Venom, and just showing you guys can possibly three-man one-shot these nodes. You don't necessarily need to one-shot it, but you can definitely get a solid attack attempt in with the three characters. And do keep in mind that if you have Scream or if you have Anti-Venom, they're also good. Anti-Venom is quite a bit cheaper than Venom, so he is definitely the way to go as well if you guys have him pretty geared and tiered. I do have Vulture and Ghost Rider here as well that I can throw in there, but just showing you guys that it is possible to three-man these one-shots. And we're going to be going in here. Took me a few tries to get the solid attack attempt, but took me about, I think a good... was it the fourth or the fifth try was where I finally got through the first wave. And it's just, yeah, it's all about the timing of the RNG. And initially when we get in here, we get a lot of problematic characters because we got Ghost Rider, we got Supernaturals mixed with some Sinister Six, and then we got some double taunts there as well. So it's kind of annoying, but yeah, you want to make sure we go for Doctor Strange first, because we don't want him reviving anybody, but also we also want to stun Scarlet Witch because we don't want her redistributing the health as well. So as you guys see here, the other thing too is the heal block. That sucks because that basically takes away our wind out of the sails, because the heal block is that's where it would be nice if you have Anti-Venom, because he could remove and give us immunity, and that kind of sucks. But yeah, as you guys see here, you want to dish out some damage early, because the faster you can start killing some characters off, the faster you can get that speed going back up. And then once you're faster and you get more turns in, you're going to remove that heal block, and that's kind of the way to go here. So we got lucky here that we did get lucky that nobody died here. And if you guys can make it to basically the first or second wave of attacks, and then you're pretty much in good shape. I mean, from that point on, you can let the once the speed gets going and you start killing off characters, that's where you can kind of get your momentum running, and that's kind of where the build shines. As you guys see here, just like in the previous node, that Scarlet Witch doing that heal distribution is kind of a pain in the butt, because unfortunately, characters that are close in health would basically fuel our team, and unfortunately, because she kind of messes that up, it makes it so it's a little problematic. So that's kind of the crappy thing. Looks like we're gonna be ripping the buffs or the taunt off of Rampage or Rhino, and then we will deal with Doctor Strange afterwards. But yeah, literally the first bit of this is just withstanding the hits and just making through this wave. That's pretty much the way to go here from this point on. And once you get through those taunts, you're pretty much in the run here. I mean, we're gonna stun. Actually, who are we gonna stun? We're gonna go for Scarlet Witch here. We're gonna go after Doctor Strange quickly after, and then we'll most likely go for Scarlet Witch or Mercenary Lieutenant. But once we do that, we're gonna speed the gameplay up, because I don't want to waste your guys' time. Once you get rid of those three characters, it's pretty much GG at that point on, because those are the three characters that are kind of making it a pain in the butt for us. So that's kind of the reasons why we are targeting them. And as you guys see here, we do also have the heal block from Mordu, which is kind of a pain in the butt, because like I said, it takes the wind out of our sails, and it kind of takes away that damage mitigation. So Anti-Venom would solve that problem, just because every turn he gets, he can remove the debuffs, but that's if you have him unlocked and you got him ready to go. So that's kind of one character I would recommend if you don't want to level up Venom. Venom is actually more expensive as well, so keep that in mind. But anyways, we should be able to speed up here once we get through Scarlet Witch. I think once we do this should actually should hopefully kill some of them. But yeah, we'll speed the footage up, guys, because from that point on, once you take out Doctor Strange, once you take out Scarlet Witch, it ends up being a cakewalk, because then they don't have those heals messing us up. And then from that point on, we just got to focus on Mercenary Lieutenant. He's an issue because he's got the debuffs, or excuse me, the buffs from the speed up and the offense ups, and it's just a pain in the butt we don't want to deal with. I also recommend having Striker on Venom as well, so that way he can double rip buffs, and it'll help you guys out on taking down Rhinos, or Rhino's taunt, and if he has any like counterattacks or anything like that. So anyways, as you guys see here, we've sped up this footage to 2x speed, so that way you guys can kind of see, I don't think we need to go through the attack formation of it. I think it's pretty straightforward. It doesn't really matter who you go for. I'm going after pretty much anybody low, because then it fuels the team. And I mean, you want to make sure you can get rid of Ghost Rider, because if you kill people while Ghost Rider is still on the board, it's not exactly the funnest thing, because he just repeatedly hits you and ults, and yeah, it's not fun at all. But as you guys see here, we'll take him out, and then from that point on, I mean, yeah, you can pretty much just go for whoever. I mean, we did get another wave dropping on us, but that's fine. Go for Carnage, because you leave Carnage alone, he can start spreading the bleeds around, and it's kind of annoying. Yeah, we don't have any adjacent targets because of the way we have our team formation, but still kind of annoying, and we don't want to leave him alone. It's also nice because he is in a good spot too. He is adjacent to quite a bit of targets and helps us out a little bit. I like leaving Loki alone as well, because he can bring on the minions, and the minions help us out because that's more fuel for our speed, and the more we take out those minions, the more turn meter we get. So that's kind of nice as well. And as you guys see here, yeah, we're just spreading stuff around. And once we get rid of Carnage, we can probably go for Vulture. Vulture gets additional turn meter as well, so you don't want to leave him alone. But I think he's gonna probably die anyway, so we'll just go for. Actually, there's a couple characters we can go for. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter which one you want to go for. It's all really the same, because they're all kind of bunched there, and it's actually kind of nice. They're really bunched in there. So if you got Carnage or Venom, they can really spread that stuff around there, and that's kind of nice. Yeah, we'll take out Vulture finally, because yeah, that's annoying that I don't know why I didn't do it earlier. He's just getting a whole bunch of turn meter, and it's not exactly smart. I don't know why I didn't take him out ASAP. But anyways, yeah, you can leave Loki alone too, because he just brings in more minions, and it kind of helps us out a bit. And I believe, yeah, the next wave should be it's pretty similar. They got some weird waves. It's all like hybrid, Sinister Six or Supernaturals or something like that. This is a weird node. But yeah, like I said, the hardest part's getting rid of Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch at the start, and then from that point on, I mean, it's a pretty much smooth node otherwise, and you might not be able to do it in one shot. That's fine. I mean, with this team, you can probably get a pretty solid attack attempt in, and that's the most important thing. So again, we got Mercenary Lieutenant, and we got Scarlet Witch coming back out, but unfortunately, there's only like 5 of them, so it makes it so much easier when there's not other characters we're worried about. And it's also nice we don't have the heal block from Mordu as well. I found that really annoying. And we can pretty much take a limited hits here if we can keep healing ourselves back up. So that's kind of nice having, that's kind of nice having anti-venom instead of venom. He would be able to remove that heal block because of his passive on debuff removal on his turn. So that's kind of nice. But unfortunately, yeah, not everyone's gonna have anti-venom, and that's kind of why I went with venom for this one. I was able to 3-shot it with anti-venom as well in previous runs, and yeah, it does quite well as well. Just all depends on the RNG, but it works. And if you run a full-blown symbiote team, 5 characters, this node is an absolute joke. It's just look at us, right? We're just crushing it with 3 characters. So can you imagine another 2 characters being added to the fray here? Yeah, it's just an absolute nightmare. So I mean, lucky for us, we do have these guys pretty pretty geared, and I believe actually Carnage and Venom are still level 75, so they're okay. But my symbiote Spidey, because I pushed him for Dark Dimension 4, he is tier 15, and he is level 80. But do keep in mind, I was able to 3-shot this even before I geared him up. So I mean, yeah, it helps, but I think right now he probably just does more damage now than before. But it does help that he is higher up now, but it doesn't make a difference, because yeah, the important thing is his passive, which is that life drain, and he just absolute tears these nodes apart because of the fact that he just gets all that health back, and then Carnage just feeds the speed to the team, and then Venom just spreads everything, and he can rip debuffs, taunts, all that good stuff. It's just, yeah, that's why you want to have those characters. I mean, it's going to be a lot of alien spores. It's going to be a lot of biomats. So try to make sure you're positioning yourself in a right resource management way, so that way you can kind of get these ones started out. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, it's tough. I think lots of people went Invisible Woman and Black Bolt in Cosmic, and that ate up some of the bio materials. So keep that in mind. But now the meta's changed a bit, and I think everybody's going more like Black Order for the Cosmic nodes. So that's kind of helped a little bit on the resource management. And yeah, just make sure you're keeping track of your numbers and making sure you have enough materials for these guys, because yeah, it's a lot of alien spores. Like each one would require basically 36, because you would get 12 for tier 13 and then another 24 for tier 14, and that's 36 per character, which is if you're running a full 5 team, that's over 150. So I mean, that's a lot of alien spores, and yeah, it's you know, you can't really farm them outside of the orbs and the stores, so it's pretty tough to get a lot of those. But anyways, yeah, as you guys see here, we're getting close to the last wave here, and once we get through Crossbones, you want to make sure you can just get rid of some of these problematic characters before the other wave drops. I think we have Ghost Rider, and I forget who else is coming back. I think maybe Doctor Strange or Scarlet Witch, one of those annoying ones. But yeah, you want to make sure you can get rid of Mercenary Lieutenant and Carnage, and some of these problematic guys before that next wave drops, because yeah, they just end up being an issue. We also have Mordu back as well, which is kind of a pain, so that's why we stunned him, and it's nice to stun him, because yeah, we don't want that heal block. It's just annoying. That's why we're ability blocking him as well. Yeah, it's just annoying. Like I said, it's just, you want to make sure you can heal, and unfortunately he takes that away because of his heal block. So that's kind of the reason why we're targeting him, and one of the reasons why we're kicking butt right now, because we can heal ourselves. So we do have Ghost Rider dropping in on us now. And was I wrong? I thought there was a Doctor Strange. Oh, odd. I thought there was, for some reason I thought there was a Doctor Strange on the last wave, but maybe not. So we're down to our last bit of characters, and we'll slow down the footage here once we take it down to a couple more. But yeah, as you guys see here, it's a pretty straightforward node, and I would say the hardest part is just getting through that first wave, just like in node 15. That first wave, just making sure you can withstand those hits, and might require a little bit of RNG here and there just to kind of get the right team or the right target, so that way they're not killing off somebody, or they're not you know, ability blocking or heal blocking Symbiote Spidey, and then you can't do anything, or you can't stun, that sort of thing. But as you guys see here, pretty straightforward, and Vulture's pretty much going to die from the bleeds. We got Ghost Rider left over as well, and I think once this should take care of Vulture, I think. Okay, I thought, okay, maybe not. But yeah, Venom's good because he has the defense up, and he gives a lot of damage reduction and debuff spreading to this team, so that's why I really enjoy using him. Unfortunately, he is a 72 biomaterial cost, same as Symbiote Spidey, so that might impact your decision to push him up to tier 14 as well. I think most people went with Scream and Anti-Venom because they're quite cheaper. I believe Anti-Venom is only 3 pieces, so it'd be like 50 something, and then Scream's only 30. I forget the exact numbers. It's like 20 or 30 or something like that. She only requires like 2 or 3 pieces. So yeah, it's nice that they're cheap, and Venom does cost quite a bit more, which, I mean, definitely probably a deciding factor depending on who you guys want to bring up here. These nodes are doable with formatting if you're running Anti-Venom and Scream as well. It is actually easier with 4 characters versus the 3. But I wanted to show you guys that you guys can, in fact, 3-man these nodes, and you don't need to have a 5 full-blown roster team, especially if you're low on resources, and especially if you just want to get Dark Dimension 3 done so you can get that Ultimus. Anyways, guys, that's it. That is Dark Dimension 3 there, finally done. That is node 16. We are finished here. I hope this was useful to you guys. Thank you for watching, as always, guys, and take care, stay safe, and happy gaming.